Oi gente, oi galera. Today we got a video pretty special to my heart because I am one of the biggest Flash fans conceptually of all time. Don't ask me a lot about the trivia. Don't ask me too many trivia questions because I won't have the answer for them. I just won't have the answer. Like I know a lot about the Flash as a base level, but don't ask me what his grandmother's birthday was, bro. Don't ask me specifics about the specifics, bro. Just keep it about the Speed Force. Keep about the Flash TV show. Keep it about him being the coolest hero of all time. You know what I'm saying? Keep it Pete, man. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, this video is gonna be called it's called Why You Don't Want Super Speed. Let's get into it. Yeah. Bro, I'm already pausing 3 seconds into the video, but people did like the Flash movie. It wasn't a great movie. It was actually almost bad. Almost bad. It was just good. It was just an okay movie. As a Flash aficionado, I did not enjoy the running animations. Then to give him some different animations, he looked like he was running with certain disabilities. I cannot lie. But he look the detail, bro. The lightning bolt under the shoe, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Super speed. The superpower that allows you to move in slow motion, do anything in seconds, and outrun time itself.
Pausing again. Don't care. I am taking super speed at any point. Unless it's A-train speed, I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? If it's A-train speed, I don't want that. I just keep it. I mean, it'll be cool, but he can get a heart attack from running too fast. Like, bro, what? I can do that now. Like, if I'm gonna be a super speeder, super speeder, my big age. What am I retarded, bro? If I can give myself a heart attack by running too fast now, why would I want to do that as faster and be a regular nigga? You know what I'm saying? But at least if I'm the Speed Force or a Quicksilver, I look cool while doing it, bro. Come on, man. Let's be for real.
But it comes at a cost. Several of them. Today we're gonna look at Speedsters to figure out what would happen if you one day acquire their powers. How would these work if instead of being nerfed by the plot and explained with the Speed Force, it was real life physics and your own anatomy doing the dirty work? Well, there's only one way to find out.
Like, so look at that. What is that? Come on, man.
Own anatomy doing the dirty work. Well, there's only...
What are you doing? What is that?
Only one...
What are we doing?
One way to find out. So let me set the scene. It's Sunday, and you woke up to realize that you can move, think, and run at superhuman speed.
I am... How much money am I stealing if I get super speed, bro? If I get super speed, the first thing I'm doing is robbing a bank. Not robbing a bank. What am I, some kind of chud? I'm robbing 15 banks in 10 minutes, bro. Like, what are we doing here? Because I'm only saying 10 to like 5 minutes because I gotta learn. I gotta be precise. I gotta be, charitable. I gotta get back to the community and all that stuff. So I'm robbing at least 10 banks if I get some kind of super speed, bro. Like, you're telling me you're not robbing a couple banks? You're a liar. You're a liar, buddy. I know you're a liar. I know you're a liar.
Question is, what are you doing first? For those who
just answer the question. I'm gonna become the next billionaire. In fact, if I had super speed by tomorrow night, well, tomorrow morning, 12:01 a.m. on January 12th, I am becoming the world's first trillionaire. I know Elon Musk is basically right there. In the next year or so, he's gonna be a trillionaire. But if I get the Speed Force, access to the Speed Force, in fact, I'm gonna give him a little more time, right? Because you gotta learn how to, you gotta learn it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn how to be a speedster. You gotta be a proper speedster. If I can't go out there naked, I don't have the proper material. I'm gonna go. I mean, realistically, no one's gonna see me if my clothes burn off and I'm just a naked man running at light speed. No one's gonna see me, but I'm still gonna be naked at the end of the day. So even
said reaching light speed or going back in time, pretending you have a flux capacitor up your ass.
This is what makes time travel possible. The flux capacitor.
Just wait. We'll get there eventually. But for now, let's assume your first day went a bit slower. After what for some reason seemed to be the most lackluster breakfast of your life, you decide to go for a jog. At Mach 1. Bad idea? Let's see. The first issue you'd face would be acceleration, the super type. Thanks to a video made on super speed by
bro, back in like maybe definitely middle school, but when I was my superhero phase for real, I watched him, bro. This video. I remember watching my old, like looking at my old some playlist I had, and he was in there. Already watched him. He made a video on Thor because he literally looks like Thor, bro. He looks like Thor. Like, come on, man. But I watched his video on Super Speed as well. But I don't remember. It was 9 years ago, bro. 9 whole years ago. God.
Because science years ago, we know that going fast, very fastly, could lead to hand ripping and leg breaking disasters.
Snap! Oh!
Good news is, supersonic jets exist. These bad boys can get up to well over 2,500 miles an hour by
That's it, bro. I did that today, this morning for my fitness test. 25,000 miles. I mean, you didn't see that.
gradually increasing their velocity. That's over 3 times the speed of sound. So although not light speed,
Look at the running. Why is oh, bro? What is that? I hate, bro.
that's over 3 times the speed of sound. So although not light speed,
Like, dude, you gotta be kidding me, bro.
at
It's
least
like-
the speed of sound
and-
should
I saw an explanation from somebody. I don't. It was somebody that was working in the movie, or that somebody was talking about it. Right? They said that he was running that way because scientifically or whatever, like the way your body would be like ice skating in a way. Like that was a cool explanation, but it's like, bro, he's running. It would be different if he was like Iceman and he was Frozone, right? They were literally their method of locomotion is ice based. They're running on ice trails. If you're actually Speedster, the Flash, you're running. You're not ice skating just because you're going fast. That is not you don't just automatically start skating. The ground doesn't turn to ice. Yes, it's scientifically, Anyways, bro.
be safe. But doesn't reaching the speed of sound create a sonic? Yes. And its power is enough to shake the ground, break windows, and deafen people near you. However, for the sake of this video, and the fact that half of you couldn't care less about windows breaking, we're gonna let that one slide. Now, where were we? Oh, right. The existence of these jets means that as long as you don't go from 0 to Mach 1 in an instant, you take your time with braking, and you train as hard as an F1 driver.
I think he already said it right, but it's like, bro, and he said not to use Speed Force, but it's like that doesn't really make sense. Because yeah, obviously a human body wouldn't be able to go, at Mach 1 and survive it. That's kind of the point. That's kind of the point of Speed Force. So I mean, I'm being a stickler because I need some, runtime in my video. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, bro, that's the whole point of the Speed Force. Because without the Speed Force, you wouldn't be able to go fast. So therefore, if you didn't have Speed Force, you wouldn't be going fast. Therefore, you wouldn't even need to be protected from Speed Force because you wouldn't be able to. Like, come on, bro. Like, what are we doing here?
I am stupid.
You should be able to take the G-forces while going in a straight line. But what if you want to turn? Towards the sub button. Please subscribe. Thanks. Have you ever been on a highway and tried to make a 90-degree turn at 60 miles an hour? No? Okay, well don't. Because you will either lose control or you'll... Trust me, you don't want that to happen while you're running. And if it isn't the momentum that sends you flying, then it'll be the friction that screws you over.
Like, bro, bro, my standard in movies is really low, apparently. I like all movies. I was very okay. I also have a very boring movie genre taste because I only like action movies. I only like I can stomach non-action movies. I can stomach other types of movies, but it's like my go-to is gonna be action movies and superhero movies. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to X-Men movies, bro, I like all of them. I don't have a problem with any of them, bro. Dark Phoenix, I didn't love how they killed Quicksilver off. I'm like, come on, man, my guy. But I like all the movies. I don't care how they work, but you know what I'm saying.
Because if F1 drivers lose control at 100 miles an hour using tires designed for grip, your Nike Air Force Ones made for walking, and every other shoe if you're wondering, will have trouble keeping you stuck to the ground at 3 times the speed of sound. So, you either
That's true. But then again, I'm built different, bro. Come on.
find a way to generate a crap ton of downforce, or you simply slow down to prevent your bones from snapping.
Pausing again. Don't care what you say. Teen Titans Go, bro. My friend's watching this video, right? This show and Breadwinners, bro. The amount of lore we have with this show, bro. Just quoting it autistically day in day out. It's come on, man. This show is good. I like the more grim and serious Teen Titans show versus this one, but this is a funny ass show.
But that's not too bad, is it? No. But now imagine making those turns blind.
That show.
If there's something Quicksilver and Kid Flash got right, it was wearing protection. Wait, what? When running at supersonic speeds, you would be hitting winds and bugs at extremely high speeds that are sure to mess up your vision. So wearing goggles and some sort of armor is not a bad idea. However, that's not the only thing I meant by going blind.
I'm sorry, are you talking to me?
Whenever you're moving at high speeds, things relatively close to you tend to get blurry, which is why the faster you go, the worse.
See, as one of the fastest things of all time, I don't ever have an issue seeing things blurry like, because like, bro, my 40-yard dash time might be a 3.4, and nothing's ever blurry when I'm moving that fast. Like I'm so dead ass, bro. Like when I'm moving at Mach 3, like nothing's blurry. It's like I know I'm different like that, but I don't really experience the things he's talking about. My shoes don't ever lose grip. My feet are locked to the ground because my toes are out. But and also it's just like the visual aspect. It doesn't have an effect on me. I don't wear goggles. I just use my. Maybe I'm just naturally speedy like that, bro. Maybe I'm just naturally cool. Maybe I'm just naturally gifted. Naturally, you know what I'm saying.
This effect gets. Because science also talks about this and makes an example with a real animal who suffers from the same problem. Go check it out if you want to get into the details. But essentially, he concludes that to process the amount of information going through your eyes and into your brain, you would need a second power that is arguably just as cool as super speed itself. Remember this scene? Or this one? Or maybe this one? The only reason the Speedster is able to see the world clearly and manipulate the elements around him is simply because his brain is able to take all of the information and process it at
Ludicrous speed!
And this power is superhuman perception. The cool thing about this power is that it not only prevents you from becoming Wall Tortilla every time you run, but it also allows you to dodge bullets and have, allegedly, enhanced reflexes. Since now it's not only your limbs that can move fast, but also your brain.
You can't see things how I do. My perception is just as fast as I am. The briefest.
I hate these scenes. Like I know he's canon, or not even canon. I know it's like adding to the plot to make things seem differently, but I hate it. It's so corny to me, bro. Like, bro, like I already know this whole thing as a concept is impossible except for me. But it's like we just played out. We get it. You're fast, but not if everything was as slow as you're making it seem when you're saying this stuff. You talking must be excruciatingly slow. You know what I'm saying? Like
Conversation with anyone seems like hours to me. It's agony.
We've got a problem. If we assume that your superhuman perception allows you to slow down your surroundings while you...
Oh wait, I was about to say, okay. See, ironically, I was about to have a slow moment. Even though I'm the fastest man alive, I was about to have a slow moment. I was about to say, how did them, like, putting their guns up cause everything in the kitchen to go up? But it's like, it's Magneto. Almost slow, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't have slow moments, bro.
You're moving at supersonic speeds. What happens when you're not? Speedsters can usually toggle this perception on and off at will, allowing them to experience time normally. But what if you couldn't? This would mean that no matter what,
Well, it's a good thing that I can. So
every conversation would feel like hours have passed. Nothing would scare or surprise you anymore. And you would feel like you've lived 10 times longer than you did. Wait, what's that? What? The thing about living longer. What about it? I have a theory. Ignore comic book logic for a second and ask yourself, what if your brain wasn't the only organ that adapted to your speed, and your other organs and tissue also got hit with the slowness effect? Would they work at the usual speed, or would they instead decay and or heal faster, leading to an alteration in your lifespan? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Crazy theory, right? But you know what isn't a theory?
Seeing as though I'm clearly youthful and 23 years old, you know what I'm saying? Very, spring chicken like in terms of my youth, by my, you know what I'm saying? I am clearly not aging Yeah, I have a gray hair in my head. Once a month, my hair's growing a little bit. But yeah, besides that, I'm aging at a perfectly normal rate. I might be living faster than somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Because being a speedster is not all it's cracked up to be. In terms of like the aura gain, the popularity. Because if you're going so fast, nobody can see you. No one's gonna believe you that you're a speedster. So it's like I can't really prove it. I mean, okay, but then it's like they're gonna be AI. I'm not AI. Like okay, I'm gonna prove to you that I'm a speedster, and you're gonna be like, bro, you just cut the video. You just did whatever, right? It's a video effects. You're recording video. No, like I'm gonna go to the store, and I'm going to get some peanut butter. Because I want a snack, right? So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna prove to you that it's a new jar peanut butter, right? So I'm gonna go get it right now. So the peanut butter is right here, right? And as you can see, it's opened. Um, it's been consumed partly because I need calories to be speedster. But yeah, like I just did that right now, and you act like I'm just like no editing. Obviously, like there's no cuts. I just moved that. You didn't even move. You just turned your head. You wanna come race me? Like come on, bro.
No, energy, the chemical type. Remember that lackluster breakfast you had earlier? Surprisingly enough, it wasn't due to your poor cooking skills, but rather your stomach asking for rent. You see, the average male burns around 500 calories after running about 4 miles or 6.5 kilometers.
So I only burned 200 calories from running 2 miles today. God.
And when running at the speed of sound, this number looks scary high. But is it really? Picture this. The distance from Boston to San Francisco is around 3,000 miles. And according to the math, you could make a one-way trip in little less than 4 hours while losing a total of 375,000 calories.
That's it. Okay, so let's say I ate Winter Wednesday, right? And I get my usual. This is more of a monetary issue than a caloric issue, right? Because for me right now, non-speedstering, not using my Speed Force right now, right? I could eat about 8 chili. I can already eat 8 on average. You know what I'm saying that's just me on a cut. That's me eating 8 chili dogs on a cut, bro. But imagine if I wasn't cutting and I was just eating willy nilly, willy nilly. You know what I'm saying? I could eat probably 12 franks in one sitting. But if I was gonna be doing that, let's say I did the whole Boston to if I was doing from Massachusetts or Boston to San Francisco, right? I'm all the way down here, so I would have been, you know, what I'm saying I would have that's double the calories. Let's just say I'm going from San Francisco to Boston, right? That's probably 800 chili dogs. And that's me being generous. I can go off low calories. You know what I'm saying? When you're a superhuman like I am, there's certain things that you can just do that people might not expect to be able to do. Like, why would you be able to eat only 4 chili dogs? And, you know what I'm saying? Like, you would think I need at least 500 chili dogs. I only need about 12 to go from Boston to California in one foul swoop. Stop playing me, bro.
Total of 375,000 calories. And considering the daily
1,000
recommended
chili dogs,
calorie
bro.
intake is
10,000
about 3,000 calories, and that the average human isn't born with enough stamina to run for 3,000.
Stamina is my only weakness. I can't lie. Stamina, not even like my stamina in my chest stamina, like my leg stamina. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a 2 mile run today. Since I can't really use my powers in the military, right? You know what I'm saying? I have to run at a normal speed, and so I was using my regular powers, right? My regular capabilities. So like, it's hard to can be pretty hard to come by sometimes.
Miles, then you'd probably faint before reaching New York. However, that's a pretty long trip. What about a shorter one? Trips of around 50 miles or less would only burn around 6,250 calories, which is a daily calorie goal you could easily reach thanks to your enhanced metabolism. On top of that, a 50-mile radius is enough to cover the entirety of New York, and you take 4 minutes at most to reach even the furthest points, meaning any shorter distance than that shouldn't take much of a toll on your body.
It wasn't anyway.
But what if you wanted to go faster? What if you were bored of going supersonic, and you one day decided to reach light speed? cool. Wait, did I say cool? Oh, my bad, I meant hot. Like, extremely hot. Have you ever seen how
The
things
flip.
entering Earth at insane speeds tend to burn up?
See, when I first came to the planet, this is not confirmed by the way. This is my backstory. When I first came to the planet, my rock, my meteor, because I'm not from here. If you haven't seen, like, you think I'm just some kind of human. Homelander was made in a lab. I was made in outer space, buddy. So when I first came here, my rock actually fell at a record lowest speed anything ever fell from the sky at, bruh. So it's like, where did my thing go? Where did my? Anyways, so like when I came to the planet, people were amazed. It was like they thought my thing was on a parachute. It was going so slow. But what really happened was that I was I was only an infant. I wasn't even conscious yet. But in my superpowered brain, I was like, wait, I'm falling kind of fast. I mean, I'm kind of scared, right? So I telepathically slowed my vessel down to a point where it floated down like a feather. A 15,000-ton space rock floated to the earth like a feather because of my brain. So you might be saying cap, and I don't care. You can't prove that I didn't. So therefore, okay, bro, peanut butter test. You just saw it a few minutes ago. So y'all aren't believing me, and it's really disappointing. But I'm not surprised. Bro. I've been trying to prove that I'm a speedster my whole life. You know what I'm saying, like I said before, I had a 3.4 40-yard dash. You know what I'm saying, my 40-yard dash is genuinely, bro. They took, bro. The second I literally waited a second and a half for him to press the button, the timer, and I went at that 2.8, right, and I made it in 3.4. So you act like my math is off, but I promise you, you had to be there. Even if you were there, you would have missed it. So you know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Well, now imagine this is you, but like 1,000 times hotter. There's two theories that explore this problem. The first one is proposed by Because Science, and he says that although friction ignites these iconic flames, it is adiabatic compression, adiabatic meaning no air can leave the system, what's gonna be responsible for cooking you alive. Why? Well, because the air pressure created right in front of you when you run at about 300 million meters per second can't leave the system. Therefore, it generates enough heat to melt you in place. But
Bro, like y'all keep talking about melting your bones and all, like, bro. Just test me. Hook me up to some kind of machine, some kind of treadmill like they do in the Flash, and you'll see like nothing that you're saying is like it might work for y'all, but I'm not. I'm not like y'all, bro. I'm different. Y'all are gonna be surprised when when the next 13 years when you see me, you know what I'm saying, in saving the day from a nuclear explosion and shit. Bro, one day I'm going to run so fast that I'm going to save each individual person from a specific area by picking them up and carrying them away from danger in one, well, not one foul swoop because it's multiple people, right? But let's say hypothetically there was a bomb that went off, a nuclear explosion, right? Oppenheimer Part 55, because we're let's face it, you know what I'm saying. But let's say Oppenheimer Part 55 came out, right? And I had to save y'all from save the day for y'all, right? I'd do it, no problem. It would just like for free, I guess, right? For free, sure. I might as well save y'all, but it's like the light speed thing wouldn't work. Like the science y'all are using right now, it wouldn't work for me. So like, I'm not like y'all, right? I'm different than y'all. Y'all don't have like me. I'm a hybrid. I'm a speedster. I'm everything you could possibly imagine me to be, accurately, without the whole scientific breakdown of why it can't work. A Train, we're not the same. A Train and A Train cannot touch me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Enough. Stop comparing me. It's over. You're done. A Train, you're done. Because you say 300 miles per hour. Buddy, I nutted 300 miles per hour yesterday, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, my shit came out of my neck at 300 miles per hour, bro. A Train's a bitch ass.
hey, maybe the other theory isn't that bad, right? I mean, if you consider that blowing up Earth is not that bad, then sure. MatPat from Film
It's not.
Theory mentions the Coulomb barrier, which is a physics concept that explains how atoms cannot achieve fusion under normal circumstances. Unless you add a little speed. Extreme speeds of more than 44 million miles per hour are enough to break the colon
That's my
barrier.
max right
And
there.
since light
See, I've only reached 42 mil, so like, it's different because y'all say 44 is like that range. Because my people, we don't study. I'm the only person that's from my species that's like this. Like, there are people that are close to me. It's like how I'm like basically how Aang was the avatar, but all the other air nomads were like that, right? They were like that in terms of they were good at bending with air. But I was like the avatar compared to them, right? So my people, they're average at most 25,000. You know what I'm saying? Me getting 42 million it's record breaking, obviously, but I know my limits. You know what I'm saying?
speed is 15 times faster than that, then only one question remains. What does breaking the colon barrier mean?
Nothing
Then
to me.
again, if you want the numbers, go check MadPet's video. But he essentially explains how millions of tiny fusion reactions would occur non-stop when air molecules pile up in front of you, generating heats of around 5 billion degrees, which translated to cavemen means atoms go big boom. Like football field type of big. So, does this mean that you couldn't hit light speed? What about traveling back in time and
That's a
doing some
screenshot
funny
right there. Screenshot right there. You know what I'm saying? We gotta clip that motherfucker, bro. How do I do this shit, bro? How do I do this right here? Where is it? This. How do I you're watching me do this right now. Making a little thumbnail. How do I do this?
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy. You get your goddamn ugly ass.
Does this mean that you couldn't hit light speed? What about traveling back in time and doing some funny stuff back there?
Seems safe and breathable.
What about phasing through objects, running on water, or throwing lightning bolts at people? All of these
Let me make it. I know I've been making a lot of disclaimers, so this is a personal experience for me. As being a speaker myself, running through walls, not really that, but more so like, cause bro, running through walls is really fun. Bro, throwing lightning is overrated. Cause like, bro, who am I throwing lightning at? Because if I'm the only person that has super powers here, no one else can really handle it. So I'm basically throwing a nuke at somebody that doesn't have any shields. Hey, that's a lame. That's a chud move. That's a chud move, bro. Come on, man. But it's like, if multiple people had powers and I was throwing lightning, then sure, I moved up the list. But it's bottom 5 on my list of abilities that I have. That apparently I you guys kind of it's top 5 or bottom 5. But
are famous side effects that usually come included with ludicrous levels of speed. But they're just too much of a stretch if you want to go beyond the safe levels of supersonic speed. And here's why.
Cargo is so cool.
To be fair, running on water doesn't seem as crazy, since there's already animals capable of doing so thanks to their anatomy. However, if you're planning on somehow manipulating the quantum state of your
Wait, so you're gonna watch me phase through. Well, I can't really do it here because property restrictions. You know what I'm saying, legal stuff. So I'm just gonna show you me vibrating my head.
Just say when soon.
particles in order to go through solid brick, wouldn't you just fall through the floor?
No.
I mean, I guess you could do a well-timed jump though. And talking about timing, what if the key to time travel isn't going extremely fast, but instead just reaching a specific speed? I don't know. I just wish there was a way to protect you from all of the disadvantages I've mentioned so far.
Be like me.
Speed Force. Wait, what is that? Let me just... Okay, found it. Well, it says here that the Speed Force is an energy field that gives speedsters the abilities I've mentioned earlier, and it protects him or her from practically everything I've said in this video. Oh, shit. And if you want to know what you wouldn't want Spider-Man powers either, click this video next. And as always, thanks for watching.
I don't want him. I don't want the powers.
Oh yeah, and I got digital.
Anyways, W video, W guy, W talking about, you know what I'm saying?